Hmm. Hmm. Hi there, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Live here. I'm Marcus at Healing with Marcus. We are doing these lives every week, and welcome on board. Welcome on board. I love seeing people who come on board here. It's so nice that we get to share these moments of inner stillness and inner peace. There are such a beautiful day. It's such a beautiful day. And I'm here to assist in the guidance, support you if you feel like you want support, if you feel like you need and want some assistance on this spiritual journey we're all on, then you have found the right place. Um, so, of course, all of our sacred duty is to come home, is to go within and find our deeper peace and deeper inner truth. And if I can be of any kind of assistance on that journey, I'm very grateful that can happen. Lek, good evening, dear soul, and to all. I'm grateful. Yes, I'm so grateful you're here, Lek. It's lovely to see how long we have been doing this spiritual walk side by side, even though we've never met in real life. We have met in spirit many, many times. Um, and it's lovely to have these relationships, even if some of them are only virtual or in person. It is still lovely to share this energy, this energetic exchange that takes place both during the lives and during any time we share this beautiful uplifting energy. One of the things that happens when people like me go in and support the energy field, and in a sense then also support you on your journey, is that you get reminded, just like I get reminded, of our inner space, our inner truth, and our inner love, our inner sense of love. And if that's all you take with you from this talk today and this session, then that's plenty. To remember that the inner driving force really is love. Sierras and sunset. There you are, light lover. Yes. Good to see you. So, when we remember who we really are, when you remember who you are in your original core energy, before any of the other stuff came in, we reconnect to that deep energy of love that lives within each one of us all the time. So, if nothing else, this serves as a reminder. Let this serve as a reminder of your inner truth. And yes, there are times when we sit there. There's been many times in my life when I have said there is no such thing, and that there's been many times in my life, and I believe there's been many times in most people's lives when they're like, oh, that's just not true. Truth is we should be afraid, we should be negative, we should be angry. No. That is the truth on the level of the parasite, on the level of fear. When we choose to live in that vibration, yes, it's true. But when you move into your inner deeper awareness, there's also a deeper truth that comes out. And it brings to mind a feeling of, ooh, stability, a feeling of rootedness and groundedness. And one of the tools we can use in order to ground ourselves and feel more rooted is to grow roots into Earth Mother, is to energetically remember and envision yourself growing roots. When you do, you will start to feel a shift in your root chakra, in your lower spine, in your lower back, in your sacral chakra area. You'll feel a shift, energetic shift. And it becomes sort of like an opening, and it becomes a stability of growing roots into Earth Mother. One practice that I would recommend is to go out. I believe we call it the tree pose, do the tree meditation. You go out barefoot and you stand in the grass, or you stand on dirt. And you envision, you stand with your feet shoulder width. You envision yourself growing roots into Earth Mother through your feet. And you feel the life force energy of everything that is in the soil. You feel that energy coming up your feet. And you raise your arms. You raise them up. And you begin to connect to Father Sky, the sun. And you start to feel the energy coming down your arms through your hands. As you feel the energy rising from you through your feet, up your body, from Earth Mother, and down from Father Sky. You feel this energy connecting in your torso, in your heart chakra area. And you can feel how you get empowered, how much energy and how much force you gain from this. When I do that, I believe it's a very powerful, a very powerful form of energizing ourselves, grounding ourselves, and making ourselves feel connected to Earth, connected to nature, and a sense of oneness and wonder arises. Now, today it's Monday, July 10th. And LEK saw on Facebook, it's my mother's birthday, and she passed away about a year and a half ago. So it's the second birthday that we have celebrated. I have celebrated her out of her body. And of course, there's a lot of sadness connected to it. Of course, I miss my mother. I spoke to her every day when I was here in America. I talked to her on the phone every day. And I would tell her every day that I love her, because she was struggling for quite a few years. And I did not want her to pass without me having said, I love you. And it was a big lesson on so many levels of creating a stronger, loving relationship. So I didn't know this before I started doing it. And of course, other people know it, but I didn't know it. Before I started saying I love you to her every day, I didn't really feel comfortable doing that. And one day I realized, maybe nobody has said that to her in a long time, because my mom hadn't lived with anybody close for many years. So most likely nobody had said that they love her for 30 years. And when I realized that, and I thought, nobody should have it that way. I also realized that if that's the least I can do. So when I began to say I love you to her, it also started building this trust and this strength, because pretty soon she started saying it back. Being Swedish, we're not used to saying that. Being in America, I feel like we say it a little more often. But in Sweden, we usually don't say it that often. And So it took a little bit of getting used to. But by saying that, I opened up a sort of a bridge of love. And by saying that to her and speaking it like it was spoken, it sort of became a truth for her as well. And in that connection, there was more love able to flow. It's like building a bridge. And that bridge was built of love, and it increased the sense of love between us. And it didn't matter what had passed before. It didn't matter what kind of trauma I was carrying or she was carrying from my actions. Didn't matter, because all that mattered was that I was building this bridge and that we were building this bridge. And that strengthened our relationship a lot. And so it's been a beautiful journey, even though it's been painful not to be able to say to her as a human, in her human form, to speak to her. But it still has been beautiful to have this lifetime. Yes. Now, speaking of my mother, right? It led me down this idea, and we spoke about it last week as well, but it's still in the field. The theme of ancestral healing, the theme of us, most of us, I would dare to say all of us, but it's hard to. Okay, actually, hang on. Here's a picture of my mom. One of the last pictures I took of her when I visited her in Sweden about 2 years, little over 2 years ago. And yeah, you can't see it that well, but still, that's my mom. So as we look at our upbringing, we look at the programming we have received throughout our lives, and we look at the feelings that we are living with and that we sometimes can track into our, like, we can see how, okay, so I have some trauma in my life. Many of us can see that it might be it could be potentially part of our lives. And then we can start to see that some of it, probably not all of it, but some of it comes from our family of origin. And when we then start to dissect and analyze, what is really this trauma about? You might be able to see that the energy of fear that you carry in your system is either connected to the voices of, in my case, my parents and my family. Those voices are ringing in our heads, in my head, as criticism, as negativity. And over time, they become self-judgment. Over time, they become a way for me to judge myself. What it really is a fear energy that both my mom and dad carried in their system. And because they carried that fear, it wasn't that they on purpose tried to hurt anybody. But because of that energy of fear in their system, it was picked up by me as a little kid, which is normal, completely normal. If you think about it as a more of a, if you're a fish and you live in a part of the water that's warm, you're going to feel like that water, you're going to adapt to that temperature of the water. And it's just normal. Just like when I grew up, the feeling tone in the house I grew up in, I will adapt to it and I will adjust to it and I will take that in. And part of me will make that how I see the world. So when we look at, and then we can see different forms of trauma from the paternal lineage, the dad lineage, and we can see one form of trauma from the mother lineage. And both of them kind of conjoin inside of us. And then we have something to work with. And it's not that we have to sit there and analyze every single detail. But if we want to own our inner space, if we want to own our inner peace, if we want to recognize our shadow, Sadhu Devi Satsang. Nice. Good to see you. Yes. Light and love. Thank you. So glad you're here. So as we start to recognize that we have certain elements of fear in our system, we might be able to recognize that there is a level of shadow as well. That this shadow is what reacts when we go into fear, when we go into reactivity. It is almost always a form of shadow arising. Not that it's bad in itself, but when that runs our lives, we will be recreating our karmic truths, our dharma. We'll keep recreating it until we're able to see it, until we're able to come back home and tap into that original core energy, that original light and love that courses through you in the deeper parts of your being at all times. The Toltec traditions, shamanic and indigenous traditions out of Mexico and Central America, they talk about something called the parasite. And if we watch what the parasite is, if you read the book, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, he describes the parasite very beautifully. And it's sort of what brought it up to my awareness. And it was a long time since I read that book the first time, but I kept looking at it because it's a beautiful message of wisdom. When we start to recognize what we call the parasite, we may first recognize it in ourselves, well, others first, but then we recognize it in ourselves as a level of fear, as a level of feeling not enoughness. And that could be of anything. Not enough love, not enough money, not enough food, not enough shelter, not enough friends, not enough community. Whatever that might be that we're afraid of, not having enough of. So when we start to break everything down, we start to see that, oh, some of that is actually echoes of our parents' energy. And we assimilated into that energy. It became a part of our parasite. So it was a level of fear, almost like a tone of fear that made its way into our family of origin, their energy field. Then we took it on as our energy field. Because most of us don't really have much of a choice when we grow up. We have a little bit. We have a little bit of a like, oh, but I'm not like that. But at the same time, when we look at it, a lot of fear, parasite energy came into us as well. And we can also see how our whole society is run by this level of fear, is run by fear of lack of power, fear of lack of control. Yes. So you look around and it's pretty easy to see that the message we are receiving is very much that of fear. Because that's the energy frequency that most of our Western society and many other societies as well have adapted to. They have made the parasite, the fear, the norm. That unless you get great grades in school, that unless you make tons of money, that unless you find the right partner or drive the nice car or live in a big house, unless you do those things, you are not good enough. That is parasite. That message of fear, of not enoughness, is the parasite. And when we come back home and when we break free from these messages, we start to tap into our home energy, our healing energy, our light. And as we sit with that and we let that course through and break up those frequencies of fear that are often stuck fairly hard in us. Most of us spend much time defending why we're afraid of things. Many of us spend much time defending an identity of why I have a right to be afraid of this or that. We don't understand and see that that is also the parasite. Because now we have bought the message. We have bought into the message of the parasite, and we have made it our identity. Not knowing that we are disconnected from original source energy. Not knowing that when we bought into that message of fear, we disempowered ourselves. Some of the biggest parts of the healing of the shamanic traditions is to help to empower you, is to help free you from the chains of the self, the chains of the mind, the chains of the parasite, so that we can step into our true freedom and our true inner self. And some of that work is done in these sessions. When you sit here, we sit here together and we share these thoughts, these feelings. And if I say resonates with you, or even if you get triggered by what I say, this is giving you a clue that there is still more work to be done. Right? That's the truth for, I would believe, all of us, but could be a few people who have gotten free, right? But most of us have one form of fear or another stuck in our system. Most of us have something to sit with, to look at, to resonate through. And when I say resonate, I mean vibrate through. So we can see how through the lineages of the ancestors, there's been beauty as well. There's a lot of, we don't want to forget that we also have beauty. That the beauty inside of you and your light is also a recognition of lineage, of inheritage, of love. But so often, the message of love has been overtaken by what we call the parasite, basically almost a dark cloud. It clouds our judgment. It clouds our discernment and our awareness. But again, as you come back home, as you come into yourself, your discernment and your awakening happens. You're able to discern your own inner truth. What is real for you? And as that freedom hits you, as it becomes available for you, you start to vibrate out of that frequency of fear. And even if you envision an individual who's always afraid, or an individual who feels free, it is not hard to see what carries a higher vibration. It is not hard to see what seems to be more loving. If you feel into that feeling, if you have the vision of somebody who's really not happy and really caught up in the negativity of the world, or somebody who's free from it, we see the difference. And at least I see that I've been in both. But as this spiritual journey has continued to grow and happen, I've been able to vibrate higher. And of course, the fear will grab every now and then. But most of the time, I've been fortunate, blessed to sit in a different form of awareness than before. So as we step into that freedom, to that higher inner self, a new sense of awareness comes in and a complete new sense of intelligence comes in. Suddenly you will be aware of things you were not able to be aware of before. It's a lot like when we have these, if you are down, when you wake up or one of the days you feel down and your thought loops go, oh my god, I can't believe this or that happened, I can't believe this or that was going on, or they said this or that, or they did this or that. And then suddenly you feel better. You take a shower, you have something healthy to eat, or you talk to somebody who's loving and kind, or you just think of something that made you happy. You see a flower or a tree that, or a bird singing in the tree. And suddenly that shifts your whole sense of awareness. And going from that loop of negativity, suddenly you're in a different state. And when you're in that different state, you can see that, oh my God, why was I being so negative just before? I feel so different right now. I can't believe I couldn't even think about these things just before. This is how the different frequencies affect us. This is why we got to be mindful of what we feed ourselves with. So if we feed ourselves with negativity or heavy news, regardless of where they come from, our mind gets stuck in the loop of that energy. And then if you feed yourself with this beautiful yoga music or other forms of beauty, suddenly your mind is free. Suddenly you vibrate higher. And personally, I experienced that as a beautiful shift of awareness and consciousness. And then part of the journey becomes to stay. So when I do my meditation in the morning, and this is not to be neurotically controlling of our state, it's more about becoming the observer, the watcher of the mind. Recognizing that, oh, there's a negative thought form coming in. Let me see what it's about, or let me not entertain it. Can I release it out of my system? Will it change anything if I worry about the thing that just came in? If I worry about a war somewhere or whatever it might be, if I worry about it, can it change anything? Or can I change something by sitting in a higher frequency and then sending light and love to a situation? And most of the time, I think you will see that if you sit in a higher frequency, you can affect any situation by sending light and love. A lot like prayer. It's a lot like prayer in action. But the action is your intention. The action is setting a mindful intention and then envisioning an area or a person or yourself full of light, full of love. Whatever it might be that you are in need of, or you think they are in need of. We don't go in and work on people from a distance unless we have their permission. But we are able to hold people in light. There is a fine line there, but there is a line. At times, we can go in and hold the whole world in light. We can hold cities in light. We can hold people in light. We can hold ourselves, our house, in high frequency of light. And when we do, the universe helps to avert things that otherwise could have been hard. It's a beautiful part of the journey. So, dearly beloved, so glad we're here. I'm so glad you're here. We get a reminder, a weekly reminder of who we are. Take a few deep breaths into your system. Relax your shoulders. See if you can open up your field, relaxing your sacral chakra, your root chakra. Envision yourself growing roots. And from that space, also envision your bubble of energy expanding. Expanding up around you, your shoulder energy, everything gets bigger. Your crown energy, your third eye is opening up. And if you, as you take your deep breaths, you sit with your inner awareness, you can close your eyes and begin to see what pops up in your third eye. When the pineal gland is connecting to the nerve endings that are going through behind our forehead, you might see dancing light, you might see moving light. You might see shapes and figures. And at times, these figures might be discernible. Yohokotaya. Now also feel an expansion of your crown chakra energy. Toyo. Toyo. Feel how you're dissolving. You are dissolving into the light. Toyo wa te. Ko kukutai. Tayo. We're going to do our healing session. And with your permission, we'll work on your energy. We'll work on helping you to heal your ancestral lineage. In my experience, I sat with one of the lineages, my mother's lineages first, and then my father. They had different tones. They had different weights. But as the healing took place of their energy and their lineage, shifts happened in my body as well. And it was a beautiful experience. So we're going to start our healing session. You stay with your light. You can hold your parental energies up in light. See if we can help to dissolve some of the trauma, some of the pain they carry. だや。おいよ。おいよ。おいよ。おいよ。手はといよ。手はとよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよあえよ。おいよ、わいや。おいよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよおいよやいやいやいや。でよ。でよ。でよ。だいよ。だいよ。おいよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよだいよ。とはいよ
はいや。はいよよよよよよよ、はいよよよよよよよ、はいよよよよよよよ、はいよよよよよよよ、はいよよよよよよよ、はいよよよよよよよ、はいよよよよよよよ、はいよよよよよよよ、はいよよよよよよよ、はいよよよはいはいよはいよおいよはいよほえよえへやあえよはいよはいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやいやだよだよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよよ太陽来いよ太陽 mahito. Oi. Oi, 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 oi. Ai, uai. Ai, uai. Ai, uai. Ai, uai. Oh, dai. Oh, dai. Oh, dai. Dai. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murataye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murataye Nishprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Teo wahi ka teo, tayo wahi toyo, ika teya, toyo tai. Ooh. Welcome back in the room, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this healing journey we're on. Thank you for the ones who came on board through the healing. Thank you, Johnny Neal. Good night to you. And light and love to everyone. Mahito yoko taya. I hope you had a good experience. There are no words that can describe the beauty, the love, the energy, the light. Even though we can try, there are no words. We are most grateful. Gratitude is part of the closest we can get. Yes, sir. We're most grateful that you are here. Sierras and Sunsets, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to say namaste. We're going to say aho. We're going to close with the tingshas. Ahiyokotai. Deo. Many blessings to you. May you walk in your light. May you feel your light. May you sit in your highest vibration. Ekotai. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful week. Namaste and aho.